Let's see what happens when a husband realizes his wife is the murderer.
Okay, let's go.
I can't see her doing
wait,
something
stop.
like that. She's super intelligent. I can't.
She's super intelligent.
This is the moment Zach realized his wife, Ashley, was
Okay,
a
Zach
secret
and Ash.
murderer. Police found Taylor Wright, a friend of his wife, lying dead on his property.
On his
Police
property?
suspect Ashley was the murderer, but Zach refuses to believe it. Little did he know, he was about to get the shock of his life in the interrogation room.
Can you tell me how you came to know Taylor?
Through working PI cases.
Okay.
She'd come over to our house every now and then. She met my wife. They became friends.
Did you guys ever have a falling out or?
Never. From doing this job for so long, I would just pick up little lies from her. Just stuff just didn't start seeming right. She would disappear for days. You couldn't get her on the phone. Greg and I would try to call her. You couldn't get her on the phone.
Taylor had been known to go missing for days at a time, but this time was different. She hadn't been seen for over a month before she was found. Early on, cops believed her disappearance was nothing out of the ordinary, but she'd left everything at home, and what little texts she sent to her friends were in language she wouldn't normally use.
I mean, I'm sure now you've read the news and everything.
Yeah.
You kind of know the date that we're talking about. Have you had a chance to go back and pinpoint where you were on
the
the 8th of September?
It's I can't remember, but I'm trying to do the very best I can so I could tell y'all the best I can. I went to the bank yesterday to pull my statement. I know I ate lunch at the seafood place at 9 Mile in Pine Forest. I ate there. And I remember eating by myself, and I remember Ash not being able to make it because she was tied up with work.
Taylor was last seen on the 8th of September, so Zach
Tied up
attempts
at
to
work,
recount
huh?
what he was doing that day. Given that he used his debit card to purchase food in the area, it's likely that his story is true. What's interesting, though, is that he mentioned he was out on his own as his wife was busy with work. It seems that he fully believes this to be the truth, and while he knows his wife has been questioned about the murder, he doesn't know that she's currently the #1 suspect. The cops aren't trying to learn more about the case. They're trying to determine if Zach had a hand in the murder, or at the very least, turn him against his own wife.
Do you know anything about this money that Taylor had given you all?
No, absolutely not. She's never given me anything. I've never got anything from that. No.
Okay. Do you know anything about your finances?
No, to be honest. I give her when I work a case or and I got a settlement from my attorney, I hand it straight to Ash. She takes care of everything.
The money the detective is referring to here is a sum of $34,000 that Taylor had given to Ashley for safekeeping. Taylor was going through a divorce and wanted the money away from her own accounts. But instead of putting it in a safety deposit box as promised, records show Ashley put it into her own accounts. By the time Taylor wanted it back, she'd already spent all of it. Coincidentally,
my.
Taylor only asked for it back on the 8th of September. If it's not already obvious by now, Zach is a very caring person who obviously trusted his wife a lot. So far, he's provided.
Bro, imagine you really married with somebody, bro, for like years. Like, you just married with somebody for like a hot minute, right? And then you find out like you really live with this person, you sleep with them on a daily, like you talk to them every morning, you say good morning to them, you know what I'm saying? You cook food for each other, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you have a little romance. Imagine you find out you're special somebody, bro, like just killed somebody, like straight up murdered, stole money from them and murdered them for it when they wanted the money back, like. Just
provided
imagine.
solid answers to where he was when Taylor disappeared and his involvement in the couple's finances, equating to almost none. But the detectives have to rule out any involvement whatsoever, so they decide to discuss where the body was found.
The property up on Britt Road,
Mm-hmm.
and that's owned by her aunt and uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been out there?
Yeah.
When's the last time you think you were out there?
The last time I went out there is when I traded my four-wheeler for a side-by-side. And that's the last time I've been. Before that, I couldn't tell you.
Well, when was that?
A couple months back.
Your phone number, the 554 number, do you always keep that on you?
Yeah, I reckon.
Do you ever loan it out to anybody?
No.
Okay.
No.
Would you
no,
ever loan it to anybody, or
No.
do you remember Ashley ever using it, taking it with her?
No. Never.
Okay, did it ever get lost or stolen or anything and get replaced?
No, not that I recall.
Okay.
This might seem like a random question, but phone records actually played a huge part in uncovering the truth in this case. Not only did they show Ashley on the property Taylor was found dead at on the 8th, but they also showed Taylor's phone at a wedding Ashley attended the very next day. But Taylor was never seen at the wedding or anywhere else after that date. But they also showed Taylor's phone at a wedding Ashley attended the very next day. But Taylor was never seen at the wedding or anywhere else after that date. Detectives here are just trying to confirm that if suspicious activity was discovered from Zach's phone records, there would be no way to argue that it wasn't him in control of the phone. But remember, Zach still has very little idea surrounding the true nature of this case. He doesn't know how much evidence the cops have against his wife. All he's doing is defending himself and providing answers that'll hopefully solve the case. So given his compliance so far, the detectives decide to try and question him about some more physical evidence.
Do you own any 9mm
Yeah.
handguns? What kinds?
A Glock.
Just one or
Yeah. When I've got a lot of guns. So,
Mhm.
a lot.
Yeah, classic American.
I think one Glock 9.
I mean, bro, we have like more guns here than we have people. I don't really know why you need that kind of firepower, but I guess it is what it is. If you really only plan to use it to defend your home, but who really just purchases? I mean, you sell guns with that hope that that's what they're gonna be used for, but like I don't know, man. It's just let me not get into that.
what model?
19.
19. Okay. Do you know how Taylor died?
Yeah, for Ackerman told me that the girl was shot, and he heard that from Molchan.
So Ackerman told you, and he got it from Molchan?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he elaborate on anything else?
He just said that they thought the girl was shot.
Okay. Did you ever buy Ashley a gun or anything of that nature?
Man, over the years, yeah. I bought her a 380 one time,
What kind?
PPK.
Okay. And does she carry a firearm?
I haven't seen her one in quite a while. Not at all. Mm-mm.
Do you own a 38
I-
airweight?
Yes. And she used to, that's the last thing I ever remember seeing her with was a 38 airweight. And that was, I haven't seen her with that in I don't know how long.
I mean, I'm interested. Did you kill or participate in the death
Absolutely
of?
not. I would
What
never.
was this question?
Okay. What ahead?
Did you kill or participate, or do you have any knowledge?
Zero, Jason. Absolutely none. I don't want to be nowhere near it. Nothing involved with it. Nothing. I know nothing about it.
The detectives are now trying to ramp up the pressure slightly. Zach has seemed extremely comfortable up to this point, and
Bro, having motherfuckers question you like that is dangerous, bro. Cause like you just get nervous. Like I'd be getting nervous about the fact that I know these motherfuckers are trained to catch me getting nervous. Like you're trained to pick up on any subtle thing that I do in my body, and I'm already kind of socially awkward a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd feel like anything I do, motherfuckers would like look at it and be like, "Oh, he's fucking fidgeting. He's doing something. He's nervous. He's clearly lying." That's what would be going through my head. Like these motherfuckers, anything I say, they're just gonna try. They might try to use it against me or some shit. It's scary. Cause sometimes they do mess up. What if they fucking falsely accuse you or some bullshit? What if I just say something that incriminates myself when I really had nothing to do with it?
and they're likely just trying to test whether that's because of the more casual nature of the interview so far, or if it's because he genuinely is innocent. However, Zach stays calm, and his body language confirms this. As the pressure mounts, Zach doesn't lean back, cross his arms, or really become closed off in any way as a guilty person may. Instead, he leans forward, maintains eye contact, and his statements are clear and concise. His posture here is one of confidence and cooperation. His feet are flat on the ground, and he's leaning towards the detectives, proving that he feels safe around them, and that he's got nothing to hide. In fact, this is just one of 2 different positions Zach has assumed throughout the interrogation. The other being a more casual, upright position with his hands and legs open. Zach is doing everything he can to appear innocent, and yet the pressure continues to mount.
What do you think happened to Taylor?
I couldn't tell you, Jason. I mean, I don't know. I mean, nobody deserves to ever get anything happen to them like that whatsoever. I don't know, buddy. I don't know what happened to her.
And, I'm asking you, as this investigation continues, whether it's text, phone records, computers, financials, is there going to be anything that hems you up or ties you
absolutely
to that?
nothing.
Well, and not just being involved in the actual murder, but as far as, afterwards.
Helping conceal.
If any person in this world was like, hey, Zach, come help me do something, I would run from that mother as fast as I could.
Well, I mean, just hell, it's all over the news.
Yeah.
You've read it.
Yeah, I've read
Right.
it, and I'm
And I mean,
trying to swallow it and figure it out. I mean, it's like, it's terrible.
but you've read it, so you know at least some of the details. Just based upon that and your knowledge of the job that we do and the job that you used to do, what's your thought?
Feelings aside,
Just logically.
I can't see her doing something like that. I mean, she's super intelligent. She's got a
master's degree.
yeah, or is it master's or I don't know, one of the two. And that's just sloppy. I mean, that's sloppy I can't see her doing that.
There's obviously a lot going on in Zach's head right now. He obviously doesn't want to believe his wife killed someone, but his years of experience as a PI, coupled with all the evidence against his wife, logically have to be convincing him otherwise. Not only were there the bank statements and the cell phone records, but Ashley was even caught on camera at a hardware store purchasing the exact same type of cement that was used to fill Taylor's grave. At this point, though, the detectives have seen all they need to. Zach takes a minute to discuss a few things with his lawyer.
Wait, she has a master's degree in criminology? Or criminal studies? You have a master's? And you got that sloppy? No wonder he don't believe that he did that shit.
And
She did
he
that.
signs a search warrant allowing them to obtain all his cell phone records. Eventually, Zach is cleared of any wrongdoing and is allowed to return home. His wife, however, was a different story.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Ashley MacArthur, guilty of first-degree premeditated murder with a firearm as charged in the indictment.
Ashley MacArthur was sentenced to life in prison with a mandatory sentence of 25 years and is now serving her time away from her husband behind bars.
SMH. Well, guys, that's it. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts on that. What would you do in that situation? Well, it's kind of hard to just really, when you're just thinking about it, like, it would hit different, like, in real life, you know what I'm saying? There is no hypotheticals right here. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Talk to you guys next time. I fucking know how to end these videos, man. I don't have an outro. I don't know what the hell to say. Talk to you guys.